Really? As you drink the little cup of water? Dear God. Oh, rolling.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay, don't look at that.
That's so hard.
Don't look at that.
Fuck. All right. Well, what's up, everybody? I'm Anthony from TTG, and we got another gear review for you guys. Pretty much what we use on a daily basis, which is our duty belts and our outer carrier vests.
Yeah. So my duty belt is going to be a little different from his. I mean, he wears an outer vest as well. I don't. So you'll see more of my gear on my belt. You'll see more of his gear on his vest. That's just what works for me, and that's what works for him.
Yeah.
What we'll be going over is our gear, like he said, and little tips here and there on the gear that we have on our belts. Like you can customize your belt and make it fit to your preference.
Yeah. And yeah, it's completely different. We're two different people. So I'm a little bit larger than him. So the outer carrier helps me out a little bit in certain situations. I do have a normal duty belt like his, but I prefer the outer carrier vest just based off of comfort wise and what it offers. So go ahead.
Yeah, let's jump right into it. So I'll just be going over my belt setup. Just so you know, weapon has been cleared. No rounds inside the chamber and no rounds inside the magazines. So this is my Ronin tactical belt right here. It's called the Shudo. I have my mags set up in this configuration because it works for me. It works for you, cool. Also on the back of my magazines, if I can get this off, you have some Velcro. I have it set up like that because I have an inner belt, and when I run that inner belt, I got some Tech-Lock equipment on here. The Velcro helps with sticking to my inner belt, which is the other part of the Velcro. So yeah, so it's a Tech-Lock system right here I have on the back of my mag. These magazines are S-Tech right here. Carry my taser right here, and then behind my taser I also have some gray Velcro because it's Tech-Lock and my inner belt doesn't connect to plastic.
So hold on, going back to the mags, are those the magnetic versions?
Yeah, so these are the magnetic versions. If you want to, you can go ahead and put something metal on here. It's people put magazines on here when they're done firing. Me, I don't put magazines there. It's, you know, maybe for like a handcuff key. When I take my handcuff key, and if I don't want to like put it inside my pocket hole, I'll just go ahead and throw it on my magazine and it'll stick, and it's pretty strong. But yeah, so it does have magnets on there. I do not use them for my magazines. I don't. Maybe like if I'm shooting at a range and I drop my mag, you know, and I place it right here because I don't want to pick it up off the ground, then yeah, but no, I don't actually use them. Yeah, behind my taser, I carry an APX 6000 Motorola portable radio, and this is a carry for it. This is MOLLE attached to the back of it. Next to that, I have my Gerber multi-tool. It's been with me for quite some time since I deployed to Afghanistan. But yeah, put some use on that. I carry that. I mean, Gerber comes in handy a lot. I mean, a screwdriver, a flathead, the pliers. I mean, you don't know when you're gonna need that. Behind that, I have a yeah, they work great. Behind that, I have it's gonna be a flashlight holder for my flashlight. I'll get to that in a bit. I'm just gonna continue going over my gear. My little mini pepper spray OC. This is gonna be a 09 case for the OC. The case for the radio is gonna be also a 09 case. Continuing on, I have my high-speed gear single pouch handcuff carrier with some Peerless lightweight handcuffs in there. And then moving on to my holster, this is it's the Safariland 6390 RDS. It has an optic cut in there, so if I want to run an optic, I can. Soon, hopefully, I could be able to run an optic. We'll see. Connected to that, I have a this is my leg strap that I use. The holster's real long, so when I go to draw like that, if firearm like wants to like come out to the side, it's weird, wants to kick out.
Do you like that leg strap? Because I have one on my other one, and it's different. It's different.
It definitely is. It gets you have to get used to it. It's not like the most comfortable thing because like it's up in there in your crotch area. But it doesn't bother me. I like it. I need it in order to keep the bottom portion of my gun close to my leg. Because like, if not, like I said, when I go ahead and pull that firearm up, like sometimes it wants to like kick out.
Okay.
Connected to the Safariland holster, I have the True North adapter for that, and it just drops my firearm a little bit further down, and the cant on there helps me out. If you can look at the cant of my firearm, it's canted just a little bit. That helps out with drawing. Further up, I also have another high-speed gear with some lightweight peerless handcuffs with the key ring carrier right next to it. That's for my squad car. But yeah, that's pretty much my belt setup. It looks like a lot of gear. It's really not, but it is.
So where do you carry like the fine knit stuff? Because I see you got like a couple knives and a couple tourniquets and some med stuff. So where do you actually keep that stuff in, like your inside of your vest, or do you kind of keep it like on your pants, or what?
So I don't carry anything on my vest. I have a few pockets on my uniform, but that's for like my notebooks and stuff like that, and other paperwork, my department phone and stuff. But I do carry some other equipment in my pockets, in my cargo pockets, and I'll go ahead and bring some of those out. Here I have a, it looks like a little pry bar. I made it myself. I got this idea off of some other dude. But yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it works.
That's smart too.
Yeah, so I keep this inside of my vest, and it's just for prying. If I need to pry doors, you know, if I need to pry anything, it's just nice having that pry bar. For knives, I carry a tour. It's called a Jank Shank knife. Yeah, dude, it is extremely sharp. This goes in one of my cargo pockets as well, and I don't use this for any type of cutting, like at all, like boxes or anything like that. If I'm on duty or anything, I don't use this to cut anything. I have this for one purpose, and it's for self-defense if I need to go ahead and use it. If I don't need to ever use it, but yeah, that's what this is here for. I'll go ahead and pull it out. Jeez,
that thing's sharp.
Yeah, it's pretty sharp.
Yeah, I think it's super sharp.
Yeah, it's made by Tour Knives, Jank Shank.
How much does that usually run for?
You know what? I don't remember the price. Maybe like $200, maybe. Don't quote me on it. For my other knife, I carry a little ProTech, nice little knife, and this is what I use to like cut like small things with. If I need to cut something with it, I go ahead and use this. This is for that purpose. Nice little cool knife. Also, continuing in my pockets, I carry a spare flashlight. I'll go over my primary flashlight that I use, but my spare flashlight is going to be a stream light. Just in case if my primary flashlight goes down, I can go ahead and use my secondary flashlight. And sometimes that happens, right? Your battery dies.
All the time.
And you're like, shoot.
All the time.
So, yeah, I got that as my secondary. I also carry a Sharpie for some admin work. For medical equipment, I carry a cat tourniquet. That stays in my left cargo pocket. We try and switch them out like every 6 months or whenever we start to see some damage to it, just because you don't want them to fail on you when you do use them. More med equipment here. I have this little rubber band package. Yes, it looks horrible, but this is what I carry, and I try and switch it out also every like 6 months. Basically in here I have some gauze, some quick clot gauze, some trauma shears, and some chest seals. So it's just quick application. Hey, I got it in my left cargo pocket, and if I come across anyone that needs some like quick first aid, I have that. I don't have to run back to my patrol car because I'm not carrying a bunch of.
That's a must. I mean, I've used that multiple times, especially when it comes to the chest seals.
Chest seals, yeah.
I think I just used them last week.
Yeah. So and a lot of people will carry them in the back of the patrol car in their bag. In their med bag, and yeah, I got a med bag too, and that'll be like a completely other video that we go into. But that med bag has like 6 tourniquets, a bunch of chest seals, a bunch of gauze. That's for like mass casualty stuff. This is just quick, and straight to if there's that victim that has some serious wounds. but that's my setup. I'm gonna go over my flashlight real quick. The last thing.
It's so damn
It's
long.
big. Yes.
It's long.
Yes. It's the Streamlight, Ultra Stinger. I've used this quite a bit. It's a great flashlight. Super bright. I carry this on my ring. My backup flashlight, like I said, is that other. What is it? That other Streamlight. Yeah. So that's my gear. It works for me. But I'm gonna throw in one more other thing, and that's gonna be my vest. This is my patrol vest that I use. It's a point blank system. I have some trauma plate inside, and this is all soft armor. So this is not one of those tactical vests, that you can wear and it has the MOLLE attachments on the outside. Like my buddy's here, he's going to show you his vest that has all of that, and you can carry stuff on there. Mine is just a simple vest that goes under your uniform, and that's it. And so that's why all of my gear stays on my my belt. But that works for me. We'll go ahead and show you the gear and a B-roll here in a bit. But he's going to go over here.
Yeah. So as you know, that mine is completely different. Like we said, I rock an outer carrier. So to start with mine, I have the T-Rex Arms Mars carriers. I like these a lot. They are snug to the body in some way.
Yeah, I like that they're not the traditional ones.
Yeah.
Where they have the leather strap over and you have to flip, or like those other ones by some other companies that you have that flap that goes over their toes.
Yeah, I really do like them. I think I've ran these for almost a year and a half now, and haven't had any issues with it except for the tech lock in the back of it. The little bar sometimes kind of pops out, but you just push it right back in. I need to seal it. Yeah, I need to seal it. That way it'll stop coming out.
Yeah. What about retention or the tension
on? The tension on is actually pretty good. If you don't feel like you have enough tension, you can just use a Phillips screwdriver, and then you just tighten it down, and it's pretty solid. Like I have to pull that out just to get it in there.
That looks like it's.
But they've been through hell. I've been in multiple fights where magazines don't fly out. Somebody has tried to take them out, but can't. I mean, you have to kind of really pull on them. That's for my preference. And then going back, I have just your basic taser, also with the tech lock in the back of it. And then going to this, more med stuff, another Cat 6 tourniquet that I keep on my belt. Like his, keep the tourniquet on you nonstop.
Yeah.
You never know when you're gonna use them. Yeah.
Either on yourself or on someone.
And then I have another Safariland, just like him, except I don't have the gigantic hand cannon. I just have the regular issued Glock 17. So, and then I have the old school mic that used to rock in our patrol cars, but no longer works. So it's kind of there for the nostalgia. The belt itself is a K9 Tactical from where we're from. They have like their own setup and stuff. I've been running this belt for almost 2.5 years now, and it hasn't failed me yet. It's super beefy, but it's also kind of light. They do a lot of custom work. If you guys want to check them out, check out their website, just k9tactical.com.
What are those pads on the inside of the
I forgot what they're called. I think they're called the ice vents.
Okay. So what does that do?
So it gives you a little cushion in between, so it takes pressure off your hips. I know a lot of guys have issues when they run the regular belt setup. It has a lot of pressure on their hips.
Yeah.
This kind of takes that away, takes away that problem. Helps out a good deal.
Yeah, like on those hot spots. Like, there's the holsters that have hot spots, or they have those hard plastic like the Tech Lock, on there, and it definitely helps out.
Yeah. I used to have one on the back side of it, but then I found out that the hook wasn't connecting to the loop, so I had to kind of take the back one off. But now I don't use the tape, which is actually a good idea to use the tape. That way I can get more connectivity to it.
Yeah.
That way my belt locks in a little bit more. But this belt doesn't go anywhere. I've chased people in it, sitting in a car going in and out. It doesn't move at all.
The tape that he's talking about is this great tape right here. It's the Velcro, and it helps out. Definitely.
It definitely helps out. Like I said, I keep this super light since I was used to that style of belt. It was weighing on me a little bit. So now I have everything on my outer carrier, which is little beefy, a little dirty too. Need to wash it. So just like him, I have a 09.
Beefy. That's why I don't carry it.
I have a 09 holster for the radio. Haven't had any issues with it. I've been running for quite some time. I've actually had it on my belt and just transferred to the vest. And then some med stuff. I'll come back to that in a second to kind of give you an idea how that runs. In the pocket up top, I just have a regular PMag, just in case. You never know. Keep an extra mag on you. Going across, I have some high-speed gear handcuffs, handcuff case.
Double one.
Yeah, I like the double instead of the single. That way I know where they're at. I can just grab it and just keep going.
Yeah, see, that works for him. The double one is right there. For me, the double one on me, it's like it pushes out like quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it looks funny. So that's why I run the single ones.
Yeah.
On my belt.
And then I have your basic OC holder. It holds the taller can OC, unlike the shorty one that he has, just your normal one. Haven't had any issues with it. I think I got this off of like Amazon or something.
Okay.
Haven't had any issues with it, so and I've had it for almost, what, a year now?
Yeah, I mean, it's just there to carry your OC.
Exactly. And then moving over, I have a Nightcore flashlight skinny back. It's got like, I think it's like 4,000 lumens or 3,500 lumens. Jeez. So it's pretty bright, super light, and it's pretty small. It definitely works. Has the end cap. No, I'm not gonna blind you. The real difference is the mic setup that I have. So I have a Safariland TCI setup. It's a full plug with a separate mic and earpiece. It's all electronic. None of the tube stuff, as you know, the tubes, if you get moisture in them, they're done.
Yeah,
you can try to blow it out with a can of air, but it never works out. It comes back every single time. So I've had this for quite some time. I have another mic that I'll show you guys in a little bit, but this is the primary mic that I use. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Our dispatch center can hear me, especially when it comes to this. And if need be, if I ever wanted to rock like some ops cores or what's the other pull downs? Some Peltons. Yeah, just pop it off. Peltor.
Peloton. Running.
Hey, got one of those upstairs. You just pop it out and insert it with your TAC helmet, and then you're good to go. And you don't have to remove any of this stuff. It's just a quick plug and play. So that way, if you're answering like hot calls, like a lot of hot calls, I know for night shift we do answer quite a few hot calls, and we do use our helmets quite a lot. Since he's coming back tonight, as you know, you haven't seen his video. It's amazing, saving babies and stuff.
So tell me about that push button that you have there. I rock the traditional, paddle mic, and it works for me. Like I said, that works for me.
I mean, the paddle mic is cool. I used to have it on here, but I just found it a little too bulky. I mean, this is still kind of a bulky setup, but it's not as bulky. The mic on the paddle mics are actually really good. I haven't had any issues with this. Like some chick wound up kicking me, some drunk girl wound up kicking me at the mic, and it still held up. No issues there. It has like its own little volume and whatnot. You can actually add another mic to it too.
Is there an emergency button on there?
No.
So okay, so see, on my traditional paddle mic, I have two emergency buttons, and one's located on my paddle mic, and one's located on the radio.
Yeah. So if that is an issue, your emergency button is on your radio, but there is no emergency button on here. Okay. So if that is the case, just memorize where that is on your actual radio, and you shouldn't have an issue. I haven't had to press it yet.
Yeah,
thank goodness.
I've hit it on accident.
Yeah, I think that's the only time I hit it too.
Don't want to do that.
In the pockets, I forgot what this is called. It's I forgot what this thing is called.
What is that for?
It's just like a normal admin light. It pops on.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's nifty.
Gives you two different brightnesses. That way you can see
for like a driver's license.
Yeah, like a driver's license or whatnot. And I keep a cuff key up top and just a pin. I used to have two of them, but I just keep one. And then the other pocket is just some more admin stuff, just for like cell phones and paperwork. But yeah.
Okay. Your vest, does it have any like ballistic panels in it?
Yes.
Like
soft armor? So unlike his is soft armor with a steel plate that's in the middle.
Yeah.
These are ceramic plates. I think it's like level 3, if I remember correctly. But it has some soft armor too, so it's a little bit more durable. It has a little bit more weight to it as well.
And that's something that I can't have being a smaller guy.
I like I don't mind the weight. It's not as bad once your body gets used to it. Like I said, I have issues with the normal duty belt setup, and it was causing some hip issues. So I wanted to transfer this, and now I don't have as much.
Got it. Yeah.
When it comes to the hips.
See, and that's what works for him, and that's what works for me.
Yeah,
like
so
everyone's different.
So this thing is phenomenal. But coming back to the med kit, it's just a rip, just pull down. Pretty much, I have everything that he has.
I like that because it doesn't like all your. They have like blowout kits where you go and pull it and like all your stuff just disperses all over the place.
Yeah.
And so at least it stays contained in that package.
Yeah. So the same thing as him. I have chest seals, some extra gloves, some duct tape if I need be, and then I forgot what this is called.
Some gauze.
Yeah, some regular gauze. That way I can do some wound packing if need be, and then just ties right up in a nice little pouch. You stick it right back on, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
As for if I don't want to rock my outer carrier, and I feel like I want to kind of keep it old school and rock something similar to him, my outer or my actual duty belt would be something like this. This is what I also rock. This is a Core Tactical belt. For the most part, it's pretty good. As you see, it's super sticky. It doesn't move. It's just one of those belts that's really good from what I'm seeing. It's really slender. It's super skinny. The mags work. It's still the same company, Core-Tac. And then I have another 09 for the radio. And I have a Core Tactical for the rifle mags. Another med kit that's on the back. Also a rip and pull. Works pretty good on the back. The only thing I don't like about this,
when you sit down.
Yeah, when I sit down.
Yeah, that's why I take mine
bugs.
off.
Yeah, I said bugs the hell out of you. So it gives you that hot spot.
Yeah.
So I might have to relocate this somewhere else,
Yeah.
or just kind of put it in the pocket.
Yeah, I had that problem in the patrol car. Like I sit down in there, and like the beginning of my shift, I'm like, all right, cool, it's not bothering me. And then after, like, I'm like in this position, this weird position. Like, gosh, like.
And that's what I'm having. It just I'm not a fan of it. So I'm probably gonna relocate it.
Would you say that most LE guys and gals will keep the back spot open for that reason? Because
it's really dependent. Like some people like the back spot open, like the back cleared. Like that's me. Yeah, I prefer it open because it gives you that space to sit down.
Yeah. Because you're in that car for
for X
10
amount of
to
time.
who knows how many hours.
Yeah. Some people put double handcuffs in the back. Some people put whatever they want back there. So it just depends on who that person and how they feel.
Yeah.
Moving on, I have another tourniquet. Just like him, I have a Sharpie that's in the back. Which is normal. So.
And that's it's located on that tourniquet. So when you do apply that tourniquet, you go write the time that you applied that tourniquet on that person.
Also, it's good for paperwork. Like if you're arresting somebody, you gotta write something on a property bag.
Yeah. You go ahead and just pull up. Yeah. And you're not using the dry erase ones over at the jail. And you're like, darn it.
Same holster as him, except a little shorter. Same thing. I have the what is it called again?
That's the True North.
True North Concepts holder. It works pretty good. That's why I asked him about the leg strap. So I started wearing the leg strap. It'll get you.
Yeah, it gets up.
If you're not careful, it'll dig into you, and it's
there.
very uncomfortable. Yeah. But for the most part, I haven't had any issues with it. It like I said, it stays tight to your leg, which is good. It doesn't give you that excess flopping going on.
And there's multiple leg straps that are out there too.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that there's a couple websites that'll sell thicker ones, and they'll have some like rubber inside or some soft stuff. That one's really small and thin, so I mean that's going to create that pressure point around your leg, the whole leg. But there are some other companies that do sell the thicker ones, so there's not that much pressure just in that one spot around your leg.
And then moving on, I have just another high-speed gear handcuff, double handcuff case. But yeah, like I said, the core, it's one of those. It's kind of weird
One of those
how
quick system belts.
yeah, it kind of ratchets itself.
Oh yeah.
And then it doesn't move. It goes in.
Yeah, but
it won't come out until you release the lock, and then
Yeah.
you can actually kind of unlock it.
Nice.
So.
And do you wear keepers? We didn't go over this when I went up.
Nah, I stopped wearing keepers a long time
Yeah,
ago.
same here.
Yeah.
Once these Velcro belts came out, and you have these inner Velcro belts, and then you have the other side that sticks to it. Like, I feel like there's no need for those keepers. The belts stay pretty, snug on your body.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had any issues with it, and when I've taken down people or
yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure you've been in
Never.
multiple fights with it. I've been in multiple fights or whatever it may be, with just going in and out of the car.
Yeah,
I haven't had it moved or
running
anything like that.
on the range, practicing different drills.
Yeah.
I haven't had any issues with it. The belt does not come off, and I was skeptical at first, but it's working. I did have another belt. It was made by High Speed Gear, and it was one of those gel belts, and it had gel inside. With
Was the
rubber.
inner gel?
The inner was no. There was no inner. You would just wear it like a normal belt, and then you throw this. It was more like type of a war belt type.
Okay.
Like an
Okay.
war belt.
Oh yeah,
And you throw
yeah.
it on, and it just had some rubber inside with this gel padding.
Yeah.
And that right there would like ride up, and
Yep.
you couldn't cinch it down, tight enough. Couldn't put it tight enough, and I'd have issues with that. And I'm glad I stopped wearing that because if I got into a tussle with that thing would go.
That would not be cool. I think maybe one or two guys that we work with wear those, and I don't know how the hell he wears it. I think he still locks it down with like keepers.
Yeah, with keepers or something.
Yeah.
If it works for him, it works for him. But it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much what him and I wear on an everyday basis.
Yeah, working.
Yeah. Try to keep it light or try to keep it simple.
Yeah. Keep it simple. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. You don't want a bunch of crazy stuff that is, you want to put on your belt. You don't want all that.
No.
Just keep it super simple. Like when you're building your belt, play with it, but don't go switching a bunch of gear when you have your belt. You want to keep it the same. Keep it all in one spot and don't move it. Once you figure out your belt setup, keep it that way, because when you're under stress, when you need to grab a certain piece of gear, you want to know, hey, like it's right there. And for me, like I know my belt. I'm pretty sure you know your vest and your belt. Like I know that if I go and reach down right here, I have my handcuffs. If I go reach around, I grab my flashlight. So
well, the thing is too that you got to train with the stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean, people tell us that all the time. They preach it like nonstop. Me and him, we shoot every, I want to say, at least once a month. Try to shoot once a
probably
month.
more than that.
Okay. But we train with the gear that we kind of we're more familiar with where we're grabbing and what we're grabbing.
Because we're doing that every day while we're working. We're grabbing our handcuffs, if we're grabbing our firearm, taser, whatever it is. So you get used to it. Just keep your, the belt the same once you've got it figured out. But with your belt, just keep in mind that when you buy these belts, like people buy Bianchi belts and all different type of belts.
There's a lot of belts.
Yeah, there's a lot of belts out there.
There's a lot of
You go ahead and you spend the money on whatever belt you want. These are our belts. We told you about them. But you could always customize your belts. Don't just be stuck on, okay, this is the belt and this is how it comes. You can always, cut stuff. You could always add zip ties. But make sure that it works. Put it to those tests. Run it hard to see if it's going to fail.
That's the main thing, is run hard and see where your failure points are at in the belt.
Yeah.
Because I've had that happen to where I didn't run it hard and things were just flying everywhere.
off. So
and I had to like retighten certain things. Like you said, use the zip ties.
Yeah, zip ties.
It's huge.
Thread
to
lock.
just kind of use it to failure.
If you have screws and parts of your belt, make sure you thread lock that stuff. But yeah, you can always customize your belt. Like my belt has a lot of customizations to it. I've cut it to make it fit my waist since I'm a smaller guy. I've done a lot of different things. So yeah, just be open about it and just do
practice.
your thing. Yeah, practice.
Practice with it. If you got the time, do it. If you don't have the time, find time. Simple.
Well, that's our belts. I think we're done here, and we're gonna finish it up. Click the like and subscribe button. TTG.
Don't comment on the cup. It's pink with watermelons. Dear God. Not the water cup, man. That's questionable. That is questionable.
This is the cup.
The cup.
Okay.
Got a teacup full of water.
Bowl.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Like I said, subscribe. Come watch this game. We'll try to get some more videos out for you guys. Like I said, we've been too damn busy. Now he's on my shift, so it should be a lot more easier.
Hey, with weekends off.
Exactly. So we should have some more shooting videos. We have a lot of stuff to review, like a lot of equipment that we need to still go over.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And we got our apparel too, right? We got
Oh
our hats and shirts,
yeah.
and that's gonna be coming soon.
Yeah,
So
waiting for
keep an eye on it.
for some things to come out. Yeah, you'll see it pretty soon.
So,
Cool.
cool.
Just gonna stare at the camera. Voluptuous. Hey.
I think that one.